welcome back to another battle report. We've got some Tau versus Craftworld Eldar today. Brad is going to be behind the Tau, going over the list really quick. It is a single Farsight battalion. Within this, we're going to have 4 squads of breachers. We're going to have a Cadre Fireblade, kind of help them out and give me a marker light every now and then. 4 squads of 4 marker light drones. Yep, we're going to go with full marker lights on those. 2 Coldstar Commanders. The red one is going to be my Warlord. He's going to be re-rolling wounds of 1 against vehicles. They've got 3 fusion each. You've got the big boy Riptide with the Ion signature system. So that's going to be a flat 3 damage plus D3. Super strong. He's got some missiles as well. And then he's going to have +1 against fly. And if you deep strike within 12 of them, he can shoot you. So that's kind of the loadout that I think works the best on him right now. And then I've got 2 ghosts. The ghosts are also going to have +1 to fly. It's kind of typical for them. They've got full fusion for their loadouts, and then they've got their 4-up invulnerable saves. And then we've got a 9-man crisis. They're not accompanied by any drones or anything like that in this one. So you're going to have one guy that has the airburst fragment. So I'm going to be ignoring AP1 and AP2. Might not matter too much against this, but it's there. He's got an Iridium battlesuit, so he's going to have a 2-up base save. All of them have 4-up invulns. We've got 3 guys with fusion. The rest are going to have cyclic. And that's basically the list. So we're going to toss this over to Mr. Paul, and he's going to go over his Eldar.
So we got a patrol and a spearhead here. Our patrol's being manned by my Warlord, which is the Farseer Skyrunner, running Doom and Jinx. He has a Phoenix gem on him, and he has the Warlord trait that gives him +1 wounds and a 6-up feel no pain. We got 3 Dire Avengers right here, all going in 3 different Wave Serpents that are running Eldar missile launchers and Spirit Stones. Both of the detachments are running cover over 12 inches away and Massive Crafters. Over into Spearheads is going with my Warlock Skyrunner that has Protect and Jinx. He's going to be going with 2 Falcons. These guys are WYSIWYG with a Scatter Laser and a Bright Lance. We have a Night Spinner over here. We have a Warp Spider squad. 2 Fire Dragon squads. One's going to be Deep Strike. One's going to be in reserves. We have 1 squad of Dark Reapers using the Rapid Shot X-Arc power. And we have 2 Warwalkers. 1 with Scatter Lasers, 1 with Eldar missile launchers, and we have a Hornet with 2 Star Cannons.
Okay. Time to go into turn 1.
All right, we're here. We've deployed. This is the mission we're playing for this battle report. Mission 32, Sweep and Clear from the tournament pack. Paul lost the role to go first. Brad spent quite a bit of time deliberating, but I think he's elected to go second. So we're going to let him see what Paul's going to do first. Here you can see the kind of the deployment that he set up. If you're looking at here, he's really set up behind this big piece of ruin. We kind of have 4 pieces of ruins in the center of the board, getting really big lines of sight blocking with their obscuring rule. So it's kind of interesting. They're really kind of open looking from a terrain perspective, but when you actually get down, being obscuring, there's quite a bit of line of sight blocking. Got some ghost kills hiding in the back. Most of his force here. He's put everything on the board. Nothing is deep striking. Some guys hiding in the back. Lots of marker drones surrounding his big unit there, Ghost Kill or Riptide. On the other side, you see the massive Eldar tanks. We kind of joke, we're like, we don't know if his deployment zone's big enough to hold all these tanks. He has 1 unit of Fire Dragons in Deep Strike, 1 unit kind of coming from Strategic Reserve, but everything either is on the board or in the transports. So he's got a couple of units hiding in some of these vehicles. So Paul's going to go first. Let's talk quickly about the secondaries and see what his game plan is. Paul's secondaries are mental interrogation, so he's got to get his psyker within 18 inches of a character, and he's got to cast a psychic action 3 times. He's got raise the banner, so he's going to be trying to grab points and raise flags, and he's got to engage on all fronts. That's grabbing the table quarters. 3 table quarters get you 2 points, all 4 get you 3. On Brad's side, he's got bring it down, looking at all those Eldar vehicles. No wonder why he wants to kill vehicles. He's got bring them down as well, or grind them down, so he wants to kill more. So he thinks with all his fusion, he should be able to pop some of those vehicles and then engage on all fronts. He's also going for table quarters. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can kind of clash for competing table quarters. But Paul's going to go first. We're going to come back after his movement and psychic phase and see where we're at. All right, we're at the top of turn 1. Paul has done his movement. He's jumped some warp spiders out. He did roll kind of low, so he spent a command point to re-roll it. And it's not just one dice. He re-rolled all 4 dice for their jump move. He only ended up getting 1 more inch. He wanted to get a little closer, but he got to right there. He was in range now to raise the banner, so you see that little blue dice. He also jumped his Dire Avengers onto the other objective, so they jumped to the other ride to raise the banner on that one. And then he cast Protect in his psychic phase to try to give them a little bit of boost. But that's all of his movement. He really didn't come out too far with his tank. So Paul, what are your thoughts kind of going into your movement phase? What did you want to accomplish, and what are you thinking about right here?
Well, Brad's talking up his fusion game on all his units over there, so I'm trying to think he wants me to come out so he can just blast everyone off the board while I can't shoot at him. So I decided to make him make the first move and just keep everything back, take the objectives I want to. If you pull stuff over on the center objective, I think I'm more confident of taking them out before, instead of just going out, then getting killed, and then I have to try to kill him in the second turn. So I'm just keeping my cards in my hand.
All right, sounds good. So we're ready to start shooting. So who's shooting first?
I only have one thing to shoot. It's going to be the Night Spinners, and I'm going to hit this front squad of Breachers over there.
Okay.
You get 2d6 shots out of this. We get 7 shots out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 8 dice.
He's -1 because it's going through your back thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as long as you draw a line of sight, or no, a line directly from your model to their base, that goes through a dense piece of terrain, which that piece is.
Okay.
Yes, it is very interesting.
Well, 3 hits then. And then it's going to be 3s to wound. Re-rolling a wound.
Strength 7 against Breachers. Shouldn't it be 2 to wound?
Cheers.
It's strength 7 versus...
Tough 3.
Oh, so it's 2s.
2 to wound.
All right, so 2 AP 0s and 1 AP -4.
So 1 dies.
4 ups.
2 die.
2 die.
All right, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, exciting shooting phase on the first turn from the Eldar. So we'll come back after we move these casualties, and then we'll jump into Brad's movement phase and see what he's thinking. All right, we're here. We're back. We're at the bottom of turn 1 after Brad's movement phase. You can see he's moved his Riptide up. He did Nova Reactor to give him a 3 of invulnerable save and pop a stratagem to let him jump 2d6 back in the charge phase. He's going to try to jump out, shoot, and jump back in the old Tau fashion. He did move 1 unit of marker drones up into that terrain, so that makes him able to shoot through it. Trying to get some marker lights there for his Riptide. You can see he's kind of castled everyone else behind the wall, just kind of waiting. Move some fire warriors up. He's really trying to capture the opponent's table quarter, so he's got to engage all fronts. He needs to grab some of that. And he also has a guy on that center objective. Ghost Kill's moved up, and you can see he's YOLO'd one of his commanders with fusion, trying to take out one of these tanks. So he wants to make sure he gets a kill, so he can get his kill more secondary, and just put a guy right here in his midst and really force Paul to have to deal with that and be distracted. So Ghost Kills are moving up, some drones have moved up, and more guys have moved on the objective in his backfield. So then no psychic phase, we're going to jump right into shooting. So Brad, before we go to shooting, kind of what's your kind of mind frame moving these guys up and then pretty bold throwing that commander in there? You got to feel like he's not going to survive after that. Is that okay?
Yeah, so what I did here is I kind of spread out my fire warriors and everything to try to mitigate as much deep strike potential for his fire dragons. So he has a little pocket back in this corner, but I'm kind of protecting all of this as much as possible. The ghosts, it's kind of okay if they're a target. Them just kind of sitting there and waiting isn't going to do me too good. So I've got to try to pop as many vehicles as possible right now. So they're just going to try to do some damage. Hopefully I can kill a vehicle. They're not going to be able to have range or anything on more than just that one vehicle. So hopefully between the 2 of them, they'll be able to get one. And then I'm hoping that the Riptide is going to get one of these and my commander can take the other one. I fully understand that he is probably going to die, right? He can smite me, he can executioner me, he can take me down. I do have 4 Binvol, so like it really is going to come down to how much firepower does he want to put into him to try to kill him and into the ghosts. So like he's got 3 targets, he's going to have to either try to shoot everything at one to kill something, or he's going to have to split stuff. And if he goes for these big dangerous things, most likely he's leaving these guys alone or putting some flak into them with the warp spiders or with the Dire Avengers and stuff like that. So that's kind of what my plan is I got to get somewhat board control to force him to come into the middle And then if he's going to come in the middle to get me off of this and to start denying me primaries, then my crisis suits are just kind of laying in wait to say, you know, come up here, because he's got to get in his table quarters too.
That's right.
So at some point he's got to come to me. So let's start off with some marker lights. Let's go ahead and start with the 4 drones that can shoot. We'll shoot at this. What's inside this one?
Just 5 Dire Avengers.
5 Dire Avengers. So yeah, we're gonna shoot at this. I'm more worried about. He does minus my damage.
Got Spirit Stones too.
And it's got Spirit Stones. Let's go ahead. The Riptide's gonna try to take out the Falcon. So we're gonna marker light the Falcon. So I've got the drone controller on the crisis suits, so I need 4s on these. I'm only gonna get 1 off on that. So because I only got 1 off, I'm gonna have to spend a CP. I'm gonna have to do D3 additional. So 2 additional, so he's up to 3. I was really hoping to have 4 on this, because then I could spend CP to make him be shooting with the 5. I do have +1 because he's fly already, but he could lightning fast reflex to make me the -1, so he could offset it if he wants to spend a CP. So I guess we're gonna have to do the Cadre. So I was hoping to put a marker light on another one so that my commander would be rerolling 1s to hit. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's gonna be the case here, and we're just gonna have to try it. So yeah, the Cadre will go into the same one. I have to. Oh yeah, he doesn't need it because he's within 12, so he counts as another one. So the Cadre is going to hit, and I will have 4 on there. I'll put a pink little dice on there for 4. So that's all the marker lights. Then we're going to shoot. So let's shoot with the obvious first, and let's shoot him into the back one. I'm going to have to spend another CP, make it 1 additional marker light on there, so he has 5, so he has the +1 to hit. So he basically has +2 to hit, and I'm doing that just in case he decides the lightning fast reactions, because obviously I don't know. Yeah, there's no reason for him to do it, but I had to protect myself, because just in case. So we're gonna do the big gun into there, and then we're gonna do the missiles into the warp spiders. I think we're gonna, as much as this is a thing, I think I have a better chance of just maybe mitigating these guys a little bit. I'm not too worried about the Dire Avengers yet. So those 2 missiles there, you want to roll your 2 dice and see if they're -1 to hit.
Yep, please roll that. Okay.
All right, so they're -1 to hit. So the big gun first. So I'm looking for 3s, re-rolling 1s. So 1 is going to miss for sure. So 1 miss. So that's pretty good for this. This is what I need. And then I'm re-rolling all my wounds because my commander spent the CP. I didn't take the CP away for that. For him to re-roll all of his wounds. So this is strength 9 versus 7. So I need 3s, re-rolling everything. So you're going to have 2, 4, 5. You're in cover. They're -4. So you'll have 6 ups.
Allow me to roll a bunch of 6s.
5 6s.
I rolled 1.
1? Okay, so that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12. Does it have Spirit Stones at all?
No Spirit Stones on that.
So I don't even need to roll the additional D3 damage. It's going to go straight through.
It does not.
Does not blow up.
All right, so I pick up that. And then let's do the commander here into there. So because he's Farsight, he's going to count as having 1 extra marker light on it because he's within 12, which is really cool. So I got my 3 fusion. Or should I just try to pop the other Falcon? Let's go into what isn't going to minus my damage because I'm still within 9 of it. And yeah, we're gonna go for the other Falcon. It's the easier kill than the Wave Serpent, even though the Wave Serpent's gonna be more annoying. So looking for 2s, rerolling 1s, they all hit. And then we are going to be looking for 3s, and I'm rerolling 1s because that's his Warlord trait. So all 4, I'm within 12, so you don't have any saves on them at all. And they're gonna be 2 dice each, taking the highest. Oh, I'm CPing that for sure. I gotta spend my CP. I'm going through it. All right, so let's choose 2 different dice. How about that? So 6.
6 damage. That's the first one. Second one, 4 damage. It's up to 10. Can you get 2?
Another 6.
Now let's see if that one blows up.
All right.
It does not.
It does not. All right, so I got both of those, so that's pretty good so far. Now let's go ahead and do the ghosts over there. I'm not within 12 or anything. Can you measure that one guy and see if he's within 12? I don't think he is, but he might be.
If it is, you're cheating.
No. Well, it's not. It's not for the. It's just so that I count as one more marker. Yeah. So we're gonna do D3 shots for his big gun. So 1 shot. So we're gonna have 3 total fusion from the front guy into that wave serpent. I'm gonna be looking for 3s because I have the +1 because it has fly.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want a lightning fast at all?
He fired and he fired. So
I got
I'll
those two. Oh, I got to do his missiles, but that's my bad.
I'll go down to 5.
Okay, so I'm going to be looking for 4s then on this. No sorts of rerolls at all. Mattered with 1. And then, 3s. So 1, it's going to go, you're over 12, so you're going to have your 6 up.
6 up. Nope.
Okay, and I don't, not in any type of melter range, so just 2 on that.
Goes to 1 and takes 1. Goes through.
And then the other ghost is only going to have 1 shot as well, so these guys are not doing as much work as I need them to do. These ones all hit. And then I need 3s on this. So 2 more, 2 6-ups.
Stop 1.
Ooh, stops 1. That cover.
6 turns into 5. 6 up.
6 up saves. Stop another
4.
1. So down to
takes
8.
5 total. And I didn't do my missiles. I forgot to do that. So jumping over onto the missiles, onto the warp spiders. You have fly. You're -1. I'm +2. Because you have fly because you did your jump thing.
But
So,
he doesn't have the +1 with the marker lights, right?
correct.
So
It's just 4s. Well, he's -1. I'm +1, so it's 4 still. And I would reroll the no marker lights. Rerolling wounds on this guy though, which at 5 doesn't matter. 4 of them.
No cover.
No cover, just 3 ups.
3 ups.
Yep.
2 go through. I'll spend a command point to reroll 1.
Okay.
2 dead.
Okay, so 2 die. So that is it. These guys aren't going to be able to reach anything. They all shoot pretty little. So that's going to do that. So then going into the charge phase, this guy's going to move this 2d6. That's what I needed right there. That's what I needed. All right, so yeah, we're going to
come
move
back after he moves.
Yep.
And then we'll tally up turn 2 scoring and let Paul go. All right, we're back at the top of turn 2. Paul's done his movement and his psychic phase. You can see he's kind of moved towards the flank of the ghost kills. Some guys have jumped out here on this objective. Warp spiders have jumped away all the way in the back. They use their Exarch power so that he's going to grab.
They're all the way back
he's
here.
barbecuing, so he's just grilling out back there, trying to stay safe. You see some Dark Reapers jumping out. All the tanks getting ready to shoot. Psychic phase, he did one of his psychic actions with the Warlock on the Tau Commander. Brad was nice enough to put him within range. He's got 1 checkbox there. You got to do it 3 times to get that secondary. His Farsight did a couple mortal wounds with psychic powers and then cast Doom on the ghost kills. So they're getting ready to get shot.
He gets 3 points every time he casts it.
Oh, is that what it is? 3
Yeah.
points per. Okay, so he's going to get some secondary points there. Good call. And then, that's it. So we're off to shooting. Paul picked up 10 on the primary, so he's trying to look to see if he can get some more points here. So what's getting shot first, Paul?
I'm looking right now, and I'm definitely going to have my Farseer Warlock try to finish off this commander right here.
Ooh.
Take a few points out.
Roll
Whatever
it.
can't kill with him, these guys are going to have to start pointing back instead of shooting at the ghost kill, which I don't like.
Okay.
So, first Warlock's going in with Shuriken Catapults, hitting on 2s, rerolling a dice.
There's
They're 3s. The Warlocks are 3s and the Farsights are 2s.
Are they?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the tough 5?
toughness 5.
2
5s.
reds.
Yeah. And so, 2 AP minus 3s.
So 4s. Oh no! This is not how we roll.
All right, Farseer, now you do your duty.
This is not how we roll.
You're rolling a dice. Thank you.
Oh, he's rolling for Master Crafted or Master.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
So 1 at my inbone, 4 up.
Takes
Oh,
another.
my gosh.
Oh, he's rolling like Thomas. Oh, another one.
What is
This
this?
is just the best 2 spikes right ever.
I mean, I have the CP, so I have to do it.
What are you talking about? He's gonna die anyways. Why are you
But
saying
force him to shoot something else here.
Is that his last wound?
Yeah.
I thought he has 2 left.
Well, I just took.
He's taking
I
2,
just took
and
2
then
right
2
there.
more, and then 2 more.
Oh.
Yeah. So sure, he could shoot his little guns there, but I have 5 CP. I think it's okay right now for me to do this, just to try to make it harder on him. Oh, here we go, Thomas. Thomas gave me the bad luck.
This is exactly how I was rolling yesterday.
They're magnificent.
All the odds are going against you. Just rest assured that you were confined that he was going to die. So
I know, it was fine. I just was hoping that it would be more than 8 baby guns.
How many Victor
It
Scott?
shouldn't be baby guns, man.
2 on saves because of your crap shooting.
He's supposed to have to shoot like 4 missile launchers at that guy to kill him, not babies.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but the best.
Now what do you got?
I'm going to shoot the scatter lasers over at those drones over there so I can start.
Okay, so -1 to hit.
Last one, so 4s. Rerolling 8 dice. Thank you. These are going to be wounding on...
Scatter lasers strength 6, so
Yep, 3s.
Oh, that's on the
3s.
drones?
Yeah, on the drones.
Yeah. So, 2 AP zeros.
Master crafted.
You're right.
3.
Yep.
2 and 1? Are they all
4 ups.
Oh.
Now I start rolling. Now I start rolling.
Everyone
Drone
knows
line.
drones can't be killed.
They're not shield drones though. They're just the
Yeah.
normal ones. All right. So that guy's shot.
Yep. I'm going to have my
Under
Wave
the-
Serpent up here.
Yep.
Yeah, let's have the small guns shoot into these guys right here first,
Okay.
and then the big guns going into him.
Makes sense.
All right, so
Start with the small in case you kill him.
Yep.
So 4s.
not going to. Well,
Rear-
I'm within,
you get to-
I'm within 6 inches of the. Then on 4s. I'm not going to re-roll that, so I'm just going to go with the missiles
Okay.
into him.
So just -1.
And this time I get a
Master
re-roll out of it. Nope.
Ooh, missiles.
This will miss from the first one.
Yep. Well, I'm going to do the Serpent Shield into the.
But it
Ghost
goes
kill.
into the closest, yeah.
So on a 2-up.
Oh, no!
It's not even a hit. He can't even re-roll it.
Why are you failing me now? Okay.
Serpent shields, man. Sometimes
no.
they
His
let you
protection's
down.
All right. Well, I'm going to have my.
Every Eldar player here is groaning, and every non-Eldar player is like cheering for joy.
You could CP that.
No, it's not a hit, right?
That's not.
Oh my gosh, you can't CP that now. Oh!
Unfortunately.
It's like,
Oh,
he can't roll to get back up. That's not right.
Oh no.
Let's just ignore those guys and just
Okay.
have the Star Cannon Hornet go in. So he's going to be hitting on 4s, rerolling a dice.
Who's
Two
this
hits.
shooting at?
It's going to be Hornet into Ghost Key.
Gotcha.
Strength 6, tough 6.
Yep, 4
And
is
he's
wound.
doomed, so.
Oh, yeah, he is good.
All right.
2 minus 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass him off to the drones.
Yep.
2 ups.
1 drone.
1 drone dies, and then I have 4 up invuln. Good.
All right.
Drone.
You got that. Cool. All right, what's next?
What's up next? I'm going to have my missile launcher from this guy shooting to him.
Okay. Looking for 4s. He's got master crafted though.
Yep. 2 hits.
Doesn't matter.
Wounding on
8.
3s, rerolling everything.
Dude,
2 hits.
All wounds.
Yeah, I'll try to pass one off.
Does.
So that drone dies, and then a 4 up. He's good.
Makes it.
All right.
Which drone? You
It's the only one that's closest to it.
Oh,
The other 2 are out of range. Yeah.
All right. Now I'm just going to have my Dark Reapers shooting to him.
Okay.
So these guys are going to always hit on 3s, and he's got rapid shots, so I get an extra out of this. So 3s, rerolling a dice. Reroll this. Wounding on,
This is the
3s.
strength 8 shots?
Yeah, strength 8. So 2s.
Minus 2.
4 ups.
3 flat damage each.
Yep, so 6.
6 wounds.
All right.
Nothing I can do about that. I already used my reroll.
Next up, I'm going to have the Night Spinner shoot everything into the Ghost Keel.
Okay. So looking for 4s.
2 big shots. 5 shots.
Use a command point to reroll one of these.
You got to
You have to
reroll
reroll
all the dice.
Even better. 12.
12 shots.
Oh,
Command point expended.
no!
Nice one to hit.
Yep, 4s.
You have 1 reroll for
One
master
reroll.
crafted.
Yep.
-1
Statistically
matters.
average.
Yeah, and we take 7, so 3.
You're rolling everything.
Yeah.
Those 6s, 1 6.
Yep.
So 5 regulars and 1 6.
4 up.
Takes it. That's 2 damage.
So it's down to 2. And then how many other ones?
5.
I have 3s. So I can't fail
Gotta
any
make
of
all
these.
of these, or he loses a guy. Oh,
He's dead.
God.
So they blow up.
No, they don't blow up. They're not vehicles.
Ghost kill.
All right.
Ghost keel down.
Yep. After that, I'm gonna
You
have
got over here.
this wave serpent shoot his little cannons over on these guys right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot the missile launcher. Yeah, or those guys back there. I'm gonna do the blast version on those guys back there.
Okay. The blast won't matter because they're under 6.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
2d6 shots will help out. So on the small shurikens on these guys right here.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. Everything hit. Wounding on 3s.
1 random, 1 regular.
Gonna use Mastercraft on one of these.
Okay.
There we go.
2 regulars.
2 regulars. 1.
4s. So 2 die.
Alright. Now 2d6 shots from the missile launcher.
I think he's still within 3.
8 shots. 4, 6, 8. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Or rerolling 8 dice. So 6 hits. Wounding on 3s.
These are -1.
Yeah, these are -1s. So 5 AP -1s.
It's pretty good.
Well, this is our good.
Three die.
5s, yeah, 3s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you got what? This left? This one? Bad boy?
Yeah, it looks like I have that one left. So I think I'm gonna go and I want to just go crazy on this guy right here or those guys back there because I'm not far enough for.
Yep. To clear that.
Yep. Just everything on that ghost kill over there. By the way, can I use a CP real quick to fire and fade these Dark Reapers?
Yeah, go for it.
Be safe, my gentleman.
And in a CP, he wants to play jumping
So
high.
confirming as many kills as you can is more important right now because you've killed 3 things, and
Mhm.
my secondary is to kill more.
Yeah.
So killing a 4th is more important than trying to.
Yeah, fair enough. So I'm gonna have everything shoot into him in case this goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, you never know, right? You might get 2 shots right here.
6 shots. Hitting on 3s.
That's pretty good.
Wounding on 3s, so it's going to be 4 AP -1s.
4. I think he's dead, guys.
Yeah.
But we've seen me make better rolls.
Man down.
Yeah.
All right, so you killed 4 things. Anything else you got going on? Any charges?
Let's have this Wave Serpent charge into him. Then why not? Because they're not really within 6 inches of those crisis suits or anything.
No, they can't see. Nope. Yeah, it would just be those guys. Okay. So I'm going to do some Overwatch then. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Tau's free Overwatch. We got 1, and then nope. 1.
1 armor save.
1 armor save. Beast mode.
Good. He makes the charge with the 10, 11.
And
Look
Okay.
at that.
keep them away.
Get on the objective.
My objective.
Okay.
And then we're going to have that Wave Serpent charge into that Ghost Kill.
Mm-hmm. Saw that one coming.
Mm.
Number of shots on the big gun. 1 only.
Now, does fly work on that crater in the charge phase or only in the movement phase?
It should be all modified.
Yeah, it's a. No, he's saying for the minus to move. Does it affect fly? I don't know. We'll have to look.
All right, we're back with the charge phase. It looks like the clever move to get on the objective backfired on him.
I'm an idiot.
Paul just realized that by not touching all the fire warriors, they are able to pile in and consolidate and then use that movement to wrap onto the objective. So that's actually going to give Brad, 5 more points on the primary.
Why did I do this?
That's a big deal.
You live and you learn. Good.
On the other side, we did verify that the fly does not suffer the -2 even on charges. So the Wave Serpent made it in and tested that ghost skill. A big slap fest ensued.
Yeah,
but he is now in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone passed the morale that had to take one. So that wraps up Paul's turn. Let's go into Brad's movement phase, and we'll come back with the scoring on his side.
All right, so we're in the bottom of 2. Brad with the Tau picked up 15 on the primary. I had 3 objectives. Basically what I'm doing is I've moved these guys here for table quarters. I've got some markers down there. These guys are all just kind of chilling up here so I can get some more line of sight of things. Crisis suit's all moved up. The Ghost has fallen back. He's away from his drones, but that's okay. He's just kind of there. He's kind of bait, I guess you can say. These guys here are just still holding this objective. He still has warp spiders in the back corner, which are just going to be annoying, but for right now I have to try to ignore them. He does have his fire dragons that are going to come in and, do some work on me. So we'll see kind of where they come in and what they do, but I can't really think about that right now. Right now I got to kill as much stuff as possible. I'm not going to be able to kill more than 4 things. It's physically impossible right now. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pick up this tank, and this tank. And then I got 2 airburst fragments that can reach these Dark Reapers. So we'll see if I get lucky and maybe get something there. So starting off with some marker lights. Let's go ahead and so they count as having more than 1 marker light for both of these units, which is really cool. So what we want to try to do first is we want to try to get marker lights over here in case I need to use the CP to make more marker lights there for the Riptide. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to shoot these 4 marker light drones over here that are up top. So I'm looking for 4s on this. Man, I only got 1. That's so unfortunate. So unfortunate. So I've got 1 right there. I already have a +1 to hit on them. So, if he wants to, he doesn't have enough CP to even do lightning fast. So I don't need to get any more than this, actually. The only thing I would do is I'd be able to mitigate his cover and get him away from the 6-up saves. So I think that I'm okay with honestly just having 1 on that right now. And then I can spend something to give these guys more. So let's do these 4 marker lights here into this close one, and we'll see what that ends up getting me. Cool. So I'm going to get 4 on that. So that's going to be really good. So that's going to be counting as 5 for those crisis suits, which is really cool. And then let's do the 4 markers that are under here into that back one. So I'm only going to get 1 on the back one there. I think it's worth spending the CP here to give an additional D3. Sweet. So 3, so that's going to give them 4. So he's got 4. He's got 4. I've got my Cadre Fireblade here that can still shoot. There's really nothing for him to shoot at that really matters. So I'm not even going to really worry about it. Don't need to buff up anything else. So not too worried. I'm not going to have any fire warriors that can shoot. Nothing else. I guess these guys might be able to. Whatever. He'll shoot one of this closest guy in case I need some fire warrior. Oh, that's obscuring. Doesn't even matter. Well, it has 5 on it. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so then shooting. Let's go ahead and start off with this guy here. This could be a really big mistake because I should be waiting to see if I need to clean up one of these other tanks with him. So that's a bad idea. We're not going to do him first. I don't actually have a lot of shooting because my ghost can't shoot. Okay, so we're going to do the crisis suits. We're going to do the airburst fragments over into the Dark Reaper there. Then we're going to do 3 fusions into this tank here. He is not going to be -1 to damage because he used his Serpent Shield. I'm going to just assume and hope that that is enough to kill this. We'll cross our fingers. And then we're going to do all the ions into here. And we'll cross our fingers and see how this goes. Okay. So I'm going to do the airburst first. So 2d6 shots into them. So 7 shots. 7 shots into the Dark Reapers. I'm going to be looking for 2s. No rerolls because they don't have any mark. Actually, I'm looking for 3s, sorry, because they don't have any marker lights on them. So I need 3s, no sorts of rerolls or anything like that. And I'm rerolling all my wounds. So I need 3s, rerolling 1s and 2s. So we're going to have 2, 4, 5. No AP.
2 up save. All safe.
There you go. And then let's do... Oh, do airburst fragments ignore cover?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Only the missiles, so he'll double check.
Yeah,
it was 1. Yeah, I don't think so. And okay, so the fusions, 2, 4, 6 fusions into that back one. So I'm going to be looking for 2s, rerolling 1s.
Oh, yes.
And then I'm going to be looking for 3s, rerolling misses. So 2, 4, 5. They're going to go straight through you.
Yeah.
So I'm within 12. And these are all in melter range as well.
Yeah,
So
I think
6,
that looks like about it. So I want
7,
this to
8.
explode.
9, 10, 11. Yeah, I mean, it's a ton.
It's at 8 wounds anyway.
Oh, yeah. I still have 2 more dice.
So let's see. Let's see if it blows up.
Oh.
Oh! The cocked 6. It's cocked by any definition.
It's not like it's going to
Reroll
happen
it again. Oh. It does not minus.
I almost got...
Almost.
Really?
You got to roll for the guys inside real quick.
You're right. Because they are happy boys. One's not happy.
Oh,
All right, one guy dies.
That's actually pretty good because these guys have Avenging Strike.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah. So what I should have done is I almost should have put my fire warriors over here, their toes in, so then I could have taken some shots over there.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It is what it is. Okay, Ion. So I've got 1, 2 guys. I'm just going to do these. So I got 3 guys and I got 2 more. Thomas, would you mind holding this for me?
Got it.
All right, so that's onto this one. So I'm looking for 2s, rerolling 1s. The crisis suits are so strong with this, it's not even funny. And then I'm looking for, obviously I always overcharge. I'm looking for,
Strength 8.
yeah, so 3s, rerolling everything. All right, Sarah, you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 at -1 so far. And I got 2 more guys. So 17 plus.
These are strength.
8. 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 26, 27, 28.
Yeesh.
28 -1s. Sure. Okay.
So let's see. 4 ups
That's
are doing it, right?
Yeah, 4 ups.
I'm pretty hot.
That is pretty dicey rolling. Holy cow. He's going to make me shoot something else at this. They're D3 each, so we'll see.
Yeah. So these are all safe. So it's
So it's
10.
still got a shield, so
10.
10 D3s -1.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 only.
So I got to at least make 1 6
no.
for it to live.
He's going to have to shoot something else at it.
So I made
Oh, he makes a
1,
lot
2,
of 6s.
3, 4, 5. So I take
What?
7 damage.
The heck kind of rolling is this?
This is what I pay Spirit Stones for.
Oh my goodness. Oh, clutch wave serpents. Doing what wave serpents do.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Okay. Whew. We'll do 5 fire warriors from the back. Oh no, that's line of sight blocking. Can't do that.
It's
I already
obscure.
talked about that. I cannot believe, like, my mind is actually blown right now.
This wave serpent.
You bring up so many dice. And I'm like, this looks like trouble.
Oh, look. It's such a threatening position. There's guys inside there?
Yeah, there's guys.
Oh my gosh, even worse. We're going to come
Yeah.
back while Brad tries to recontemplate his plan here.
Yeah.
All right, Brad has talked himself into it's a good thing that thing lived.
Yeah, because there's guys inside, so they could have came out, taken the objective for his primary, or at least contested it. So I'm going to do everything from the Riptide, his big gun here, and I'm going to do his missiles over into the Dark Reapers. We'll see if he can make some 3-up saves on them. I feel like that's no, that's not a smart thing to do. Missiles are going to go into those Dire Avengers over there because they're going to threaten that objective. Those guys can go ahead and pop some shots at me. I'm not actually too worried about the Dark Reapers. So we'll do the big guns.
Big guns at this wave serpent over here.
Yeah, so I'm looking for 3s, re-rolling 1s. 1, 2. And it's 3s because of the fly. And then we're looking for strength 9, so 3s. I don't have any.
Oh, 4 2s. Oh, the wheels are falling off the bus.
Guys, I might have this game still.
You've got a 6 up on him.
-4 because he's in cover. 6 up with the save. No damage.
Oh, man.
This thing nukes vehicles, except when it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, in your Dark Reapers.
Well, so there's the difference between re-rolling wounds on that and not re-rolling wounds on that, right?
Yeah, so the missiles you're diverting to the Dire Avengers.
The Dire Avengers, yep. Because I think that's more important for me to kill.
So
I need 4s on this, yep.
And a strength 5, so 3s.
So
3
3 saves at -1. So 5 ups.
Ignore cover.
They have 3-up save.
They have 4 ups.
No, they have 3-ups.
Dire Avengers are normally 4s.
Oh, because...
Oh, you're talking
because
about the
of
Dire Avengers, not the Dark
Dire
Reapers?
Avengers.
Yeah, Dire Avengers.
Okay, so then...
-1, ignore cover.
-1, so 2 die.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Dire Avengers.
Okay. Pick up a couple of them. Could have done a little better there. Yeah, so... What I'm going to actually do right now is I'm going to charge with these drones into this wave segment.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you're not spending for Overwatch.
No.
Drones make
7 inches. So basically what I'm trying to do right here is I'm touching you, so you are not moving. So I'm touching him, and I'm preventing him from basically next turn being able to just jump around and do whatever he wants to do with this. And I'm forcing him, if he wants to stay in combat, he has to shoot at those drones.
That's right.
So I'm trying to just take away some of his firepower right there. These drones here, I don't think there's any reason for me to do this right now, so I'm not going to forces him to stay over here, though. Yeah, let's try to do it. Those drones are going to try to charge over there.
Dire Avengers or the Dire Avengers and Wave Serpent?
We're going to do both.
Okay.
So all our charge.
Yep, a little bit longer.
What's the distance you need?
That's long.
I need 12.
Yeah.
Nope, I guess I got to just do a Dire Avengers then. That's fine, I can pile into it. So, need a 8, 9. Get it with a 9.
Those. Yeah, he's definitely in with a 9.
All right, so they'll go right here. Go right here. Boom, boom. Okay. I'm not really doing a whole lot. Basically, all I'm doing here is I'm touching stuff, right? So I'm touching. 4 swings over here with the big bad drones, because, you know, they can do this. I'd be going to the Dire Avengers, obviously. Just 2. No IP or anything.
No AP, 4-ups.
Oh! Dire Avengers taking it in the face with some drones.
That hurts me.
They bopped them on the head.
And then I'm going to move here.
Were they touching them, or was it touching that?
No, I'm not touching anything. So, I'm within engagement range, though, so, you know, it's touched. But I want to basically try point this, so if he wants to leave...
When you said touch, you just meant you're...
I just mean, like, I'm touching butts. I'm not... So, yeah, over here, I don't really need too much extra movement or anything, so I'm going to kind of stay here. We'll actually move... I said I was touching him. I said, like, I did base him. So he's based, and his guys can't come out on this side, so it's kind of multi-purpose thing over there. So we'll see if these guys do anything. Nothing.
Nope.
Cool. Swing back, sir.
All right. These 3 dire vendors are gonna attack your drones. Hitting on 2s now because they've been wounded. You wounded me. 4 is to wound. A reroll a wound.
5s. They're only strength 3, correct?
So they get +1 now because of
For
advantage
strength.
strikes.
Oh, right.
Plus
+1 to wound. Yeah.
Yeah. So 3s.
Take 2.
Can't trap them when they're all dead.
That's okay. I'm still touching them, so
The damage is done.
you can swing with your wave serpent.
All right. He's gonna do 3 beeps. He gets 2 beeps.
Nice.
He gets to
Does he
reroll that
master
too. And then probably 3s to wound.
3s.
So 2s.
Oh, this is not good.
He could-
Thomas, this could foil my whole plan.
Oh, the
Yeah.
drones!
What?
Does he command point it to kind of keep one drone
I
alive?
have to. I don't have a choice here.
I mean, geez. He does.
Okay.
So keeps a guy alive. He's still got to take a morale test, which is a little iffy on 4 drones.
Yeah.
-3. Yells
In the
up.
meantime, we got D3 attacks over here.
Wounded
3
Wave Serpent
attacks.
is fighting
6 ups.
the drone
My
killer.
roll.
No, not this one.
Yikes. So morale on this guy?
Leadership. Low is it? They don't auto pass
They
on
don't have
drones.
They don't.
You don't want a 6 there. Command
I
point.
have to.
It's another
This thing's
phase.
just going to eat all my command points.
The last command point.
It's good.
Ooh. What's the leadership
6.
on a drone? 6, and he lost 3.
Okay.
That's
Look at
okay. You
that.
just made me spend 2
Over
CP,
there.
right?
He's got 1 CP left.
3.
CP
They're
left.
high.
And over here's good. I think that's
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah, that's all of it.
So we'll be back when we get to Paul's turn. All right, that was pretty rough movement in psychic phase. So Paul has moved up. He's got our Avengers out of this wave serpent that was in combat and moved it away. And his psychers came up and did mental interrogation on his commanders. Picked up a second 3 points for interrogating him. He's cast Smite and Doom and
He did Executioner as well.
Executioner, so he's killed a unit of drones and they picked up 3 more Fire Warriors, so pretty good psychic phase there. He's doomed the crisis suits. This is turn 3, so he's brought in his Fire Dragons. The one from Strategic Reserves is over here, back in the side.
Make sure those. Oh no! I gotta change this.
Oh, he's with a 9. That's right.
Why is that guy right over
He
there?
can't come in with 9, so we'll have to reposition those guys, but he did deep strike
My
these
second
guys. in the
choice.
back.
Yep.
Over
So we'll be
here.
right back. He's just going to reposition those.
All right, so we've come back. We've repositioned it. He decided discretion was a better part of valor. He's going to try to be within 9 inches of here. That also, as a secondary, grabs him the 4th table quarter to get him engaged on all fronts on all 4. His second unit that was too close to the ghost kills, he deployed him back in his deployment zone just so he can try to get some shots
Yeah, might as well shoot him now.
on the ghost kill. So we fixed that, and now we are on to shooting. So Paul, who are you going to shoot first?
Well, let's first start out with. I'm gonna have these dire Avengers here take out this troop choice right here.
Okay.
So they got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots. These guys are gonna be hitting on 3s, re-rolling a dice. So that hits. Take out these 3. These are gonna be wounding on 3s. Re-rolling a dice. So it looks like it's gonna be.
1 red and 3 armor.
Yep.
So 3 armors? No, they're all dead.
Yep.
Okay.
After that, well, since this guy backed out and he can't shoot, I'm just going to unload my Serpent Shield into.
All right, so he's going to do a Serpent Shield on the guy that fell back.
It looks like it just says in the shooting phase. It doesn't say it's the shooting attack. So
Yep, War Gear option. 2 up. Okay, good.
it goes up this time.
D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds on the
Ooh.
crisis suits.
Yep.
After that, I'm going to have the Night Spinner here. He's going to
Mhm.
shoot both his Shuriken catapults and his Night Spinner launcher at the crisis suit team.
Okay.
So starting out with 4 shots from the catapults. It's 1 miss. And it's going to be 5 to wound, rerolling everything because I got Doom off. 1 rend. And 1 regular save.
Okay. 2 up. And 4 up. Take 1.
Alright. Now we're going to do 2d6 shots. Get a minimum of 3 out of this. With the blast weapon roll, I get 7 shots. Being on 3, re-rolling 1 dice. I'll re-roll this. So 6 hits. wounding on 3s, rerolling everything.
What's the shooting right here?
It's going to be the Night Spinner, Strength 7, AP 0.
Oh, into the
Crisis Suits. So it's going to be 2 AP minus 4s and then 3 zeros.
3 zeros?
Yep.
2 ups. Oh my gosh.
3 1s.
That's 2 damage a
I
pop.
guess I would have killed. Oh, I needed to do those one at a time. It's fine.
Well, it doesn't matter if you roll them all. So the guy dies and then the one rolls over to the next dude.
Yeah. And 2 reds.
Well, it's 4 ups. So another guy died.
Okay.
Yep.
2 dudes die, including the 2 up save guy.
Yep.
So what'd you roll for the 2d6 shots?
Alright. Next up, we're going to have the Star Cannons going into the Crisis Suits.
Okay.
Going to be hitting on 3s, rolling a dice. That is a 1, so not going to do anything. These are going to be wounding on 3s. Rolling everything. So 2 AP minus 3s.
Good.
Alright. They start out 2 at saves?
They have 4 open ones.
Oh, okay. Alright then. After that, let's do the 5 Fire Dragons back here.
The
See if
ghost.
they could take out the Ghost Keel.
Okay. So you'd be looking for 4s.
Last one to hit.
4s, reroll a dice. Let me reroll 1 on the side because the XR can reroll 1s naturally. So we roll a dice here. And then Captain, he hits. So these are going to be wounding on
3s.
8 to 3s.
3s, rerolling 1s, and then a 2 if I want. So 3 AP minus 4s.
4 up. New roll.
Tower not Eldar.
Yeah. And it's 11 damage.
He's dead. He's only got 10.
Oh, Tower not Eldar.
Yeah.
They don't save.
We're going to have the 2 Dire Avengers over here try to take out these 2 Fire Warriors.
Okay.
True test is not when you're rolling hot.
4 shots, hitting
You're
on
rolling
2s.
badly.
And
All hit. Wounding on
if I was
2s.
playing Eldar, then that would be the
You're on a
test.
dice.
Not with Tau, though.
1 rend, 3 armor saves.
1 rend, 3 armor
So
saves.
3 armor 4 ups. To keep a guy alive, they're all dead.
Gets him. Okay.
Fire warriors.
Alright, the Fire Dragons over there are going to shoot those Breacher squads over there.
Okay.
So, same thing as last time. Captain gets his own reroll. Doesn't reroll. Hitting on 3s, rolling a dice. 4 hits. Wounding on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
All 4. And it's AP minus 4. So it's
All dead. 4 of them. 4 more. 1 left.
Okay.
after that, Dire Avengers here are going to shoot at the Crisis Suits.
Okay.
So 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Hitting on 3s. You rolling a dice. Night Spinner continues to hide things from me, but it's a hit. So 1 miss. Wounding on 5s. Rerolling everything because of Doom. Let's see. 2 Rens. And then 3 more Rens. And a normal save.
Okay, normal save.
Yep.
Good.
4 or 5 rings.
5 4-ups.
Gotta make some. 3's better than average.
Kills 1 guy. Okay.
Is he wounded? Or he just,
No.
He took 2 more, right?
Because look, this guy's dead. Oh,
You
I only
took
failed 2.
Yeah, you only wounded.
Thought I failed 3.
So they have, 2 of 4 up on them? Or 3 of 4 up?
3 up.
3 up 4. The one guy.
The 1 guy had a 2 up.
2 up.
Yeah.
You roll 3 ones.
Scatterlays this right here.
I rolled 3 1s on him.
Shooting.
Yep.
Into
Nice
the
guys. No problem.
drone over there, hitting on 4s.
Okay. This is into the drones.
Yeah, into the stealth drones.
Mm-hmm.
4 hits. Wounding on 3s. 4 AP zeros.
Okay, drones. We need to stay alive right here. They will all stay alive.
All the drones.
Alright.
Drone life. Everyone everyone knows.
Why can't I make those against?
That's my Leviathan said.
Yeah, that is what it says. Exactly. Okay.
Right.
I feel like
What's
I'm in your
next?
position.
I think.
Or you're in mine.
All right, so these guys can. I think only one guy can see the crisis suits over there. So this guy is going to shoot a 2-shot over there since one of the guys is wounded, and these two are going to shoot the starburst shots into those guys. So
Okay.
1 shot, 2 shots from the spare Dark Reaper. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s, rerolling everything. 2 AP minus 2s. It'll be 2 damage.
Okay, kills a wounded guy.
Alright. It'll be starburst shot into the drones. 2, 2, and then 1 extra for rapid shot. Hitting on 3s, I'll hit. Wounding on 3s, rerolling a dice. 5 AP minus 2s. And they ignore all the negative ones.
Yeah.
Yep, I got them.
That's the big trouble right there. Lots of primary points going away. That's gonna work over here on the Tau flanks.
So let's see here. All these guys are done. Let's see if this guy can take out this 1 drone and then fire the 2 missiles over there into those guys.
Oh,
And I'll do the blast one as well, if I can do it. So let's start with the shuriken catapults. Hitting on 3s, I'll hit. Wounding on 4s. I'm just going to let the
Doesn't matter,
3 rounds go
just kills
through.
Oh, you got it. Drone.
And then 2d6 shots into the blast boys. So 9 shots.
Wait a second. That's too good.
Hitting on 3s, I still can re-roll a dice. That's a hit. Wounding on
Both of these wave serpents should have been dead.
wounding on 5s, you're rolling.
You are a knucklehead. We're doomed.
So 5 AP minus 1s
Minus
into
ones. Hey.
the crisis suits.
Hey. Wow, bullets.
Yep. Kills 1.
I don't think I fired the Warwalker, haven't I?
I don't believe so.
All right. He's gonna make a shot into these crisis suits as well.
Taking the face.
Yeah.
I was waiting for this. 2d6 shots, 8 shots.
8 shots.
Hitting on 3s.
Oh
All
my
hit.
god, it just keeps hitting.
Wounding on 5s, rerolling everything. The Doom is what's really pulling everything together.
When you hit them all, it makes it do much better. Oh my god.
5 AP
more.
minus 1s.
5 more. And it's minus 1 is the worst. If only you had the 2 up big guy.
1 more.
That's another dude.
I think, hey, look, these guys are in range too. Oh, not this guy, but by far.
You pulled it a little differently. You could have seen it all.
Yeah, I know. So hitting on 2s with the Farseer.
I was making it so I was within melter range of the tank.
So 1 AP0, 1 rending on crisis suits.
3 up. 4 up.
All right.
Good and good.
Hang it in there. It's not all over yet, but it's looking bleak.
Let's see here. If I decide to charge into the
Everything's shooting.
squad, yeah, so it'd be them plus him plus them. They'd be hitting on 6 though. Is it worth it?
All right, we're back at the bottom of turn 3. Brad was only able to pick up 5 points on this primary by that lone fire warrior holding out hope. He's got 1 Riptide, he's got 1 Commander, and he's got 1 Crisis Suit to kind of do some work. It's looking very bleak for the Tau. They're going to try to eke out some points. He's thrown his Commander over here to take away
The banner goes away.
the banner.
Is it within 3 or is it taken away?
It's taken away at the end of a phase.
If you control it.
Ooh, is it control or contest?
It's-
We'll have to see.
I'm pretty
I think
sure
it's control.
We'll look it up. I think you have to control it. So the flag may still stay there. But if he kills a guy, then it will go away.
Yes.
At the end of the phase.
Well, I'm basically just setting up in the table quarters, trying to get as many points as I can before I die in a turn.
He's just trying to get some secondaries. Yeah. So no second phase. So we're off to shooting. So who are you going to shoot first?
So yeah, marker lights honestly really don't do me anything with this guy over here. Let's go ahead and shoot this lone guy over here into some dragons. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Kill a fire dragon.
Not going to really do a lot. Nope.
He's too scared.
He's too scared.
He's looking at a scanner. And that other way guy, he's the other way. And that way. Oh.
Yeah, we'll do the crisis suit into the closest tank.
The hurt Warring Serpent with 5 wounds. It survived against all odds earlier.
Looking for 2s, rerolling 1s.
He did shoot a shield, so it hurt. No more minuses.
1
wound.
And it's gonna go right through.
Goes right through.
He's got to roll 5. 4 wounds. He's got 6 ups.
It's not even worth the CP.
He makes 2. That Warring Serpent has made a lot of Spirit Stone saves.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so brutal.
This is why I've always played like Drukhari or something with the 6 up.
I know it. It's such a morale buster for your opponent too. You're like, man, I thought I got you, and then I didn't.
When everyone was all like the late talk, I'm like, no, hopefully, man. Why?
You gotta have some 6s, baby.
Oh man. Well, I need to kill vehicles here. I wanted to take... Killing this guy is probably more important because it gets me 3 points. It minuses him a banner and minuses him 5 for the primary. So like, I really have to shoot my commander over there and just cross my fingers for it.
Yeah, the involved.
Yeah, I don't have a
If
choice.
he spikes some 5s, it's gonna be a sad panda day.
So 2s, rerolling 1s, all
hits.
3,
8,
3s,
5,
2,
2 wounds.
2 in bones.
Can he make any 5s? Oh, he
Oh.
doesn't. No command points to re-roll.
4,
And
6.
2.
That'll kill him.
Wounds.
Does he blow up?
He doesn't. So that takes away the banner for sure.
So that's a
That's a
6.
point.
So that's a 9-point swing. So that's not the worst.
So he gets 3 points for killing a vehicle on his secondary.
Yep.
He takes a banner, so Paul won't get that point next turn, and he takes away a primary point.
Yep.
That's a pretty big turn.
So the Riptide has to shoot his missiles at the Dire Avengers that are right next to him
Mm-hmm.
because they can come and threaten this objective, and I got to at least try to get 5 points on my primary there. So I have to do that. And then my big gun, this is what sucks, is I would like to take out something more that has 3 wounds. But killing something at this point is better than killing nothing. So he's going to just have to put his big gun into that guy.
That Wave Serpent, that pesky Wave Serpent.
It just keeps living. I should have shot it last time. So I'm within 12, so I'm rerolling the 1s. And I need 4s. 4 hits. Looking for 3s.
No! 1 goes through.
One goes through.
He's within 12, so no,
So
no
that's
6 up this
3,
time.
3 plus D3. 4.
4 wounds. If he makes 2 6s here, he
I'll
lives.
cry.
I want it to
I'll cry.
die.
He does go. Does he blow up?
Now I want it to blow up, please. No.
I want to hit 2 6s and just go. Watch
the
Brad
missiles.
fall over. Missiles into the Dire Avengers. 2.
2.
Minus 1?
No minus. I
No,
don't
just
have.
armor saves. Ignore
4
that.
up. Both
Both
take it.
die.
But 1's the X-Arc, so he takes 1 wound.
Okay. Yeah, I did have marker drones over there. I forgot about them. It's okay. Doesn't think it matters.
That should do it, right?
That'll do it. That's all I got.
All right.
So I've got my 4 table quarters. I killed 2 vehicles. It's about all I can do.
We'll tally up the score, and then we'll be back with Paul's turn 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back at the top of Paul's turn 4. He did score 10 on the primary brand and was able to take away that 5 point there to keep him from getting the full 15. We've just done his movement phase. You can see he's moved up the Warwalker. He's moved some Fire Dragons up on that objective. He wanted to plant the banner in the back, but the commander there is blocking him, so he'll just have to settle for destroying the commander. These Dire Avengers in the center have planted the flag on that center objective, and then he's gone ahead and cast some psychic powers. We got an advance here out of these Fire Dragons right onto this objective. He got a mental interrogation from his Warlock, so he's just interrogating those Tau commanders and all day long. So he's got that secondary another turn. So now we're ready to do some shooting.
And he was able to move this guy here and snag this.
Oh yeah, that guy ran up and.
That's why I told you I had to kill him.
That objective is right underneath the Riptide, so he's within 3 objectives secured. He's going to snake that away, and he did smite that crisis suit there
Down to 2.
for 2 wounds. He's only got 1 left.
Yep. What do you want to shoot with first?
Farsight and Warlock are gonna try to finish off that crisis suit, starting with the Warlock, hitting on 3s. Reroll the dice. And then wounding on 5s, no rerolls, except for 1.
Got
1, AB 0.
Crisis
Good.
suit holds.
Farsight is gonna try to do the same thing, hitting
Okay.
on 2s. Roll the dice. And then wounding on 5s. So 1 rend. And, yeah.
Good.
Makes a save.
Okay. In that case,
Watch, his whole army will shoot into the guy with 1 wound and he'll live through it all.
let's have the Dire Avenger back there shoot at the crisis suit. Actually, yes. You roll 1 hit. And then he wounds on 4s because of Avenging Strike. You roll a dice. Alright, 1 rend.
He's invulnerable. He makes another one.
Alright.
Now my 4-ups are coming to play.
Alright, we're gonna go with the Night Spinner. He's gonna shoot his big gun over at the Riptide that's doomed. And then the Shuriken catapults into the drones. So I'm gonna start on the drones. Not gonna reroll anything here. And then wounding on 4s. So 1 rend, 2 regulars.
2 regulars kills 2 drones with the rend.
Mm-hmm. Big gun?
2d6 shots.
10 shots.
Hitting on 3s, rolling a dice.
He is rolling well. I'll tell you what, that guy's a crack shot.
He's been like the MVP so far.
7s of 4s, but Doom.
Yep.
Oof, oof, oof.
So
2 invols and 6.
5.
5 regulars.
2 3-ups.
Makes him 5 regulars.
2 ups.
2 whammies, 4 wounds.
Okay.
He's down to 12. He's down to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Next up.
Yep.
We're gonna have the Star Cannons going into the last crisis suit.
Okay.
So we're rolling a hit.
He hits trick 6, looking for 3s.
You're rolling a dice. So
2
2.
invols. He's got to make a bowl or none.
Yes.
Suit is down.
Okay.
Yep.
This guy?
And now I'm not thinking about the Riptide. Let's go with the Fire Dragons over here shooting at the Commander. So 1 shot for the Exarch. He got it. And then everyone else. You roll a hit. 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s and a 2. So 4 AP minus 4s.
Invols, the big ones. Oh no!
He's super dead.
Yeah.
3 goes through. He's only got 8 wounds.
That's a lot of damage.
He only has 6 wounds.
only 6.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next up, the Dark Reapers over there are gonna shoot at the Riptide. You got a good line of sight on
I
that?
don't think you can see him.
If not, I'm gonna shoot at those drones. Using the star shot.
Yeah, you don't see him because this is blocking you right here.
Uh-huh.
And then that's blocking you as well.
Oh, that's a... I got a line?
No, you don't. No, the best you can do.
So
Nope.
that blocks him.
That's it. That's as good as it gets. It's
That
right there.
is unfortunate.
It's crazy, right? You're like,
Let's make myself feel better. Let's kill that guy right there.
Okay. He's going to shoot this.
You're on a hit. And then wounding on 2s.
you still got your ally sight gun, or do you have the Tempest launcher or whatever?
No. He uses a regular
Shots.
Reaper launcher.
Oh, okay.
You have this.
Yes, I do have that. He's gonna fire.
Or you shoot those guys in the drones first.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot the drones.
With this or with the Reapers?
I can't shoot anything with the Reapers
Ah.
because of line of sight. So I'm gonna do 2d6 missile shots onto those 2 drones.
Okay.
6 shots. Rerolling a hit. And then, yes. Oh no. Just one.
Mere mortal. He rolls only one wound. -1.
Good.
Drone.
Alright, I'm going to have the Warwalker shoot those 2 drones with his burst shots as well. Actually, hold up. Let's see if 2 of these guys are within 18. So I'm going to shoot with them first because I believe in them.
No, because otherwise it would have been minus of them.
3 hits. 2 wounds, AP 0.
1 dice.
1 more drone.
And now I'll do the missiles. 5 shots. 3s, reroll a dice. And then 4s, rerolling a dice. 1 AP -1.
1 the drone.
There it goes.
Dice.
Oh. Valiant stand.
Okay.
And that's pretty much everything.
You don't want to charge that guy in?
No, I'm not charging that guy in.
Sure.
Well, maybe. You think you can take him?
A little table talk. Goes a long
You know
way.
what? I think he's cool.
All right, we'll be back from turn 4 for Brad's reprisal to that
Yep.
old Avenger.
Okay.
All right, so there wasn't much left on the bottom of Brad's turn to do, so we just ran through it real quickly. The Riptide shot his SMS at that 1 wound Avenger, got rid of him. Shot his big gun onto the Night Spinner. Only got 2 wounds through, so 6 damage plus 2d3, and he rolled 6 wounds on the 2d3. So he got the Night Spinner and killed it. His secondary here with the Psychers is to get characters into with that psychic power. So he only has 1 character left. So in a Hail Mary, he's like, let's try to get my character killed before the next turn starts.
Yep.
He wounded the Dire Avengers, was actually what he wanted, so he can make them hit better and fight better, but then he flubbed all his hits and did not kill the character. So he's in combat, but he's still alive. So just in time for the Farseers to farm more interrogation, more information out of that pesky cow brain. So we are on to turn 5. Paul has got a commanding lead on objectives. He's going to get 15. That's going to max him on his primaries going into top of turn 5. So he's got 45 now. And let's go to Paul's movement, and then we'll see what's left of the pieces.
So in this last turn, really quick, what happened was he ended up charging me. I did a bunch of wounds on Overwatch. He went down to like 2 wounds or something like that. So then I declared my big gun at him, cleaned him up, tried to shoot my missiles over here, only killed 1 guy. I was going for kill more because it would have just got me another 3 points just to see what we can score, even though we're going to lose. Unfortunately, not able to do it. So that kind of wrapped all that up. And then the final score ended up being 61 for the Tau and 87 for the Eldar. So kind of going over just where the mistakes were had and stuff. Obviously, we said in the last battle report that Tau struggles, right? Like they don't have a lot of mobility unless you have kind of more squishy units. So I'm trying to go with the units that have the invuln saves. And obviously the invuln saves on the crisis suits really just didn't pay off there. I wasn't making the 4-ups. I didn't have CP to give them 5 Fuma Pains.
Didn't have drones to look out to.
Didn't have drones to look out to. I failed 2, die to morale. So like that turn really hurt. And the swing of that turn was me really splitting the fire incorrectly on those wave serpents. Like I should have shot all the cyclic into the guy who didn't have a serpent shield. So then I would have done more damage. I would have got more damage through. They probably would have killed him. He was only at 8 wounds. And then I should have shot all the fusion at the guy that was full. And I should have picked up both of those, which then would have freed up my Riptide to shoot, down long range. And then the other mistake there was also giving the wound rolls on the crisis suits when they probably didn't need it, honestly, because they had so many shots. And I should have done the wound rerolls on the Riptide. So in that turn was a 3 vehicle swing. And then that resulted in mortal wounds, 4, missile shots going into the crisis suits. So like it was super detrimental. And then it required me that next turn to shoot at those same targets instead of shooting at smaller stuff to potentially, just mitigate the points he could have got. So that was a really big swing turn right there. And then he was just rolling so hot into the crisis suits, just, absolutely eating them up. It's very interesting. For Tau right now, I'm still going to say like they're just not viable. Secondaries are very, very hard to pick for them. They do not have the movement. They do not have the board control. I will say, though, that Riptide ion gun, when it hits and it wounds, it is nasty, and it is like a must-take for sure. Fire Warriors die super easy. I don't know. There's just there's not a whole lot, in my opinion, that go in the way of Tau. This was a very interesting Eldar list, in my opinion, coming out and seeing like how it would do. The way he stayed very passive in turn 1 and then came out, he kind of switched the bait into me. If I would have waited probably one more turn and kept the crisis hidden one more turn, it might have been better. Ghosts do nothing. They literally did nothing. Anything but that could have turned that around. So being too aggressive with those, I try to be a little just too aggressive with Tau, but it's really hard when you have all the line of sight blocking. You got to move them eventually to shoot stuff and reach stuff. And it just didn't pay off. The Wave Serpents with the missiles were super strong. I'm still under the opinion that Wave Serpents are too pricey for what they do. Obviously, we saw them perform really well here. I think in a lot of other matchups, the Wave Serpents will suffer, however, though. But having them with the guys inside was really good. The Fire Dragons, interesting to see them play on the table. They did their job. They cleaned up a couple units. They came and got on objectives. So I would say that they did their stuff. How do you feel you're listed overall and everything?
It surprised me how everything turned out, because in the first couple of turns, it was feeling like, oh, these fusion blasters are going to go and kill me. I don't have the guns to take things out. I'm having trouble with these ghost kills of all things. But once, I think when turn 3 happened, when that swing happened where my Wave Serpents weren't going down, was that with all the crisis suits out there and the big change from marker drones to shield drones, I really felt something sort of light up, because I was able to get the opportunity that I wanted to line everyone up and just let the sheer amount of guns that Eldar can bring really show off. And with the power of the 2 Psychers, I was really happy with how my Farsight and Warlock came out. They were able to get their mental interrogations on the characters. They were able to smite, and they were able to executioner all the Fire Warriors and drones so quickly. They were able to clean up real fast. And then Doom on the crisis suits really sealed it in by letting me put in more weight of fire, using the blast shots with the Eldarian missile launchers, and using the 2 shots with the Dark Reapers really helped out. I was concerned about the Fire Dragons because by turn 3 I had no idea where to put them. They're 115 points. They're the poor man's Eradicators. So I felt like they're going to walk out and they were going to die just and not be able to accomplish anything. But because of all the terrain and all the different directions you have to shoot, it doesn't feel like what happened in 8th edition, where even with the amount of terrain people were bringing out, they was still wide open enough for something like Space Marines to just grind down anything that didn't have an invuln save or hide behind one of those giant line of sight blocking terrains. So all my troops felt surprisingly safe, besides a few lanes of fire, and they were able to pick the shots I wanted to. One Fire Dragon squad took out a Ghost Kill. The other ones only took out a Fire Warrior squad, but they took out the back objectives. The Warp Spiders are great. They just hung out in the back line, doing what they're able to do best. So I remember seeing that in some of your previous battle reports, doing that for Linebreaker.
I really think if you're playing Eldar and you have Warp Spiders not in your list, you're playing them wrong. It's like a must take. I mean, they're able to raise banners for you like they did, and then they can jump somewhere else. And
just got table quarters the whole game.
They got you table quarters all game. And if I had to go and deal with them, I have to give up something else.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to say I want to go deal with them.
I think one thing that really, I guess, kept me safe was, and probably something that could help out Tau, was that only the Riptide had SMS launchers and there was air fragmentation. If the broadsides were there shooting their SMS at people, this game would be a lot harder, because my Dark Reapers would be choking, my Fire Dragons could be wiped off pretty easy, Dire Avengers would be gone.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely think that it's, figuring out what works. We wanted to try the ghosts and see how they work, and they're just too random. They don't do enough. They don't hit well enough. They're squishy. You took them out super easy. I mean, if you don't make your 4-ups, like, they die. And if you
the captain modifiers, the things that keep them alive, right?
Yeah.
is not there. So being over 6 inches and having the stealth drones, that -2 doesn't buy you much when it's just -1, especially when you have rerolls or you have any kind of hitting on 4s. Like, it's not a big deal.
I will say one thing too that I think is really good on the Riptide is being able to shoot if anybody deep strikes within 12 at you, because that really limits the ability of what your opponent can do. So if you have 1 or 2 units that do that are big threats to shoot at them when they come in, it definitely helps you maintain board control. But overall, good game, Paul. Thanks for coming out and everything like that, playing a different list and showing us what it can do. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things, guys, and we'll see you next time.